I started hearing the voice of God on August 4th, 2024. I'd been doing well. I had been in a job that I really enjoyed, working alongside my wife, and having a whole lot of time for my children as well, my two boys. And I'd had a lot of problems in my past with feeling unforgiven, feeling like God didn't want me, but I'd kind of turned a corner about 8 months before, in October. Nearly a year, never mind. Yeah, about 10 months. Anyway, uh, um, and I was really intensely wanting to serve God. I was learning more about the Holy Spirit. I grew up not believing that the Holy Spirit really was able to talk to you or did talk to you today. I grew up believing that the only communication that we have from God is us praying and us reading our Bible. So when I started really delving into the Holy Spirit, though, and started having the attitude that God can do whatever He wants to, even if it's speaking to people today, even if it's miracles or whatever. When I started having that attitude, I started getting closer to God. And you hear somebody say, "Oh, God, talk to me," and maybe you think, "Oh," and then your life got a whole lot better, and you didn't struggle with sin, or you didn't struggle with financial difficulties, and you didn't struggle with like, when I heard God's voice, I thought that too. I thought, sure, it's gonna be good now. I'm gonna have guidance, direct guidance from God, and it's gonna be a lot easier. But that's not the way it was. I had a pretty cushy job. At that point, it was cushy, and it was about to get a little harder, but it was still the best job that I'd ever had, making more money than I'd ever had, and working alongside my wife. At about 1 in the morning on August 6th, God told me to call up my boss and quit. And it was an organization that was run by members of the same church that I've been a part of, and so he believed the same way that I used to believe, that God can't talk or doesn't talk today to people, and so he was flabbergasted, and he didn't know what to think. Me calling him up at 1 o'clock in the morning and quitting my job. So he called my wife. I went in there into our bedroom, And I guess I should preface the next part with this. I still don't know exactly what all has what all is going on. It's been 2 years, August. I'm still in the dark about some things. Um, but what I do know is that there has been, alongside of God's presence and God speaking, there has been a really big, what's the word? Well, there's been oppression and maybe even possession by demonic forces. And so I guess when I got one, I got the other. I don't know, maybe. Maybe like, I don't know what I was saying. Let's see. I went in there to my wife, who was on the phone with my boss, and we were at a foster home is what we were doing. And so when I quit my job, then Alicia lost hers as well. I went into the room there and told her to hang up, and then I was told by, I thought was God, put my wife has had bad stomach problems, so and no, I'm not going to talk about that. So my wife has had bad stomach problems, other health problems, and I was told that I could heal her, and I put my hand on her stomach and tried to heal her. And I can't even imagine how hard it was for her to go through what she had to go through during that time and what came after. I just hate it. I just hate it for her. But I'm learning that when God calls you, He doesn't call you necessarily to ease and to smooth sailing necessarily. It's a lot of times it's refinement, it's testing, it's hard, it's difficult, and that's what it was with me. I believe God allowed the demons to have a little sway over me, or a lot of sway sometimes, so that I could be changed into more of the person that I am today. I'm not going to go through the whole story. That's going to be for another time. I will say that I was admitted to a hospital for mental problems, and wow, I mean, God came through there as well. But I guess that's a story for another time. I will say though that during the couple of years that I've been I've been away from my wife and children. I've grown and I've been changed into a different person. It started with a lot of oppression, a lot of possession, or whatever it is, and a lot of fear, a lot of the enemy's voice telling me a lot of scary things. But it's so much better now. I'm not saying that I've conquered that entirely or anything, but it's night and day how much I actually get of peace, get of not being tricked and lied to by the enemy. So, well, anyway, this is kind of an introduction, I would say. I am I'm a little bit nervous about posting this, but I think I will. All right, well, God bless. You'll have a good day.